Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. Today we are replaying the 1961 World Series between the National League pennant-winning Cincinnati Reds and the American League pennant winners, the New York Yankees. We are using Here's the Pitch Baseball cards and dice simulation, and I have the latest and greatest flyer showing you all the teams that you can get for Here's the Pitch Baseball. And if you'd like to email me at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com, I'll be happy to send that to you as soon as I get your email. I'll send you that flyer, and you can see all the ordering information. Dominic who created Here's the Pitch, is adding teams all the time to both Here's the Pitch and the basketball game that he has created called Slam Dunk. I can send you both flyers, just let me know that you want them. So today we are up to game number 4 in the World Series. We are at Crosley Field in Cincinnati. And this game in real life was won by the New York Yankees by a score of 7-0. It is a rematch of the starting pitchers from Game 1, which took place at Yankee Stadium. It's Whitey Ford for the visiting Yankees against Jim O'Toole for the Cincinnati Reds. This is Game 4. And in our replay, and I'm going to give you some spoilers now, so if you'd like to check out the other games that are on my channel, you probably would be a good time to do that right about now. The Game 1 was from October 4th, 1961. That game was won in real life, of course, by the Yankees. The Reds won that one. Game 2 was won by the Yankees 5-2, and Game 3, which took place just last week, was a 6-1 Yankees win. So the Yankees lead in the series 2-1, just as they did at this point in real life. And they are looking to the chairman of the board today, Whitey Ford, to put them up 3-1 and give them a commanding lead. Now, Mickey Mantle, who missed the first 2 games of the World Series due to a hip infection, is in the lineup today and will be in center field for the Yankees. So, with no further ado, let's get to today's starting lineups. For the visiting Yankees, as you can see here, Whitey Ford, a left-hander, 25 wins against 4 losses in the 1961 season. Here's the lineup for Ralph Houck's New York Yankees in game number 4. Of course, these are as played, my friends, as played lineups, because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. Bobby Richardson leads off at second base. Tony Kubek bats second at shortstop. Roger Maris will bat third in right field. Mickey Mantle bats fourth in center field. Elston Howard bats fifth at catcher. Yogi Berra bats sixth. He'll be in left field. Bill Skowron bats seventh. He'll play first base. Clete Boyer bats eighth. He'll be at third base. And we're going to roll some dice to see what hitting card Whitey Ford will have today. We rolled a 3, so it's going to be card number 1 for Whitey. All right, that is your Yankee starting lineup. For the homestanding Cincinnati Reds, Jim O'Toole, the left-hander on the mound, and you can see from his card that his record in 1961 was 19-9. He had a couple saves, a left-hander. All right, the starting lineup for the Reds goes like this. Leading off at second base is Elio Chacon. Batting second at shortstop, Eddie Casco. Batting third in center field, Veda Pinson. Batting fourth in right field, Frank Robinson. Batting fifth in left field, Wally Post. Batting 6th at third base, Gene Freeze. Batting 7th at first base, Gordy Coleman. Batting 8th, the catcher, Darryl Johnson. And let's see what Jim O'Toole has for a hitting card here today. He has a 6, and so that's going to be card number 1 as well. Alrighty. So Jim O'Toole is ready to take on those New York Yankees. Bobby Richardson stands in against left-hander Jim O'Toole, and Game 4 is about to begin. It's October 8th, 1961. And the pitch from O'Toole is a 5-23. And he walked him. Leadoff walk to the ball game for Jim O'Toole. I'm calling this a must-win for the Reds, even though it's only Game 4. I don't know. This is a tough one. They go down 3-1 to a Yankee team that had this reputation, but you look at their cards, you look at the data, 61 Yankees had some pretty big holes, even though they had this huge reputation and were prohibitive favorites over the Reds in real life. Kubek at the plate. The pitch now from O'Toole. 352. This is hit in the air to right field. The right fielder for the Reds is Frank Robinson. He is a 3. Runner on first. And Robinson makes the catch for out number 1. Roger Maris comes to the plate now. Smooth gameplay with here's the pitch. There's no question about it. O'Toole, the stretch, and the pitch to Maris is a 5-42. This is hit to center field. That's Veda Pinson. Pinson is a 2. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Brings up the still recovering Mickey Mantle with Richardson still at first base. 236. And it's to left and deep. Back goes Wally Post, and Mickey Mantle has left the building. It's a 2-run bomb for the Commerce Comet, and the Yankees lead. Wowzers. 54 bombs on the season. He just added his 55th. Howard comes up. Just what the Reds didn't need, an early hole. The pitch from O'Toole is a 134. Base hit for Elston Howard. Right back through the box. Veda Pinson gloves it and throws it back in. Yogi up now. The pitch from O'Toole is a 343. That's hit to right. One more chance for Frank Robinson. And he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Yankees bust out on top with 2 runs. On 2 hits, they leave 1 after a half inning of play. They are up 2-0. And I suppose if you're a Yankee fan, you've got to be thinking, well, they got to do it with power because they're not going to do it with long strings of innings, and they're not going to do it with speedy base running. Chacon, Casco, and Pinson coming up in the Reds first. Whitey Ford kicks and deals. That's a 221. Hey, struck him out on a broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. Casco up there. Ford kicks and deals. 141 is grounded to Tony Kubek. Here's our ground ball chart. Kubek makes the play to Bill Moose Skowron, and there's 2 down in the Reds first. Vada Pinson up there now. Ford kicks and deals, 332. And just inside the first base line, rattling around down in the corner, Roger Maris has to go get it. Pinson around first. He's got a 2-out double, and now Frank Robinson comes to the plate. Ford the stretch, the delivery to Robinson. 434. Hey, struck him out. Baked beans. Gas. That ends the Reds first. It's 2-0 Yankees as we go to the second. It's going to be Skowron, Boyer, and Ford. 7, 8, 9 batters in Ralph Houck's order. O'Toole kicks and deals. 456. This is a power chart check. Say that 3 times fast. Here's our power chart. O'Toole is a -6 on the adjustments. Let's see what kind of number we get for the power chart. 252 is an 86 on the power chart. So we subtract O'Toole's 6. That's down to 80. Now we look at Skowron, and we got a double to left center field. It's going to one-hop the wall. Running it down is Wally Post. Skowron cruises into second with a leadoff double, and Clete Boyer coming up. O'Toole the stretch, the pitch to Clete. 6:53. A wild pitch. O'Toole bounces a curveball, and it's going to get past catcher Darrell Johnson and go to the screen. Advancing to third is Skowron, and Boyer is still in there. The Reds infield is going to play. They got to play in. It's Whitey Ford. They got to win the game. They don't want to get too far behind on a 25-4 pitcher. So the infield moves in. The pitch. 543 is hit to center. Pinson with a runner on third. So this is our column here. 2-rated fielder. He makes the catch. Skowron has to hold. And there's 1 down. Now it's Whitey Ford. Comes to the plate. How do they want to play this? All right. Infield is going to be in again. O'Toole the stretch. The delivery to Ford. He's not bunting. It's a 342. Base hit. 342, excuse me. Is a tapper out in front of home plate. Well, with the infield in, although I've got to believe the catcher is in. Yeah, you don't use that then. Skowron's going to hold. Johnson gloves the little dribbler and fires to Gordy Coleman for out number 2. So Jim O'Toole is 1 good pitch away from getting out of this, with Skowron still 90 feet away and Bobby Richardson at the plate. O'Toole going to go from the windup, as was the custom. The pitch to Richardson is a 5.25, and he walked him. Another walk for Richardson. Not easy to walk Bobby twice in a game. First and third for the Yankees, and Kubek coming up. The good news for the Reds is it's a lefty-lefty matchup. O'Toole the stretch, and the pitch to Tony Kubek. 252. That is a chance for Gene Freeze. His defense is a 2. There are runners at first and third, so that's our column. And Freeze makes the play to Gordy Coleman for out number 3. So the Yankees threaten with a couple of base runners and a hit, but they do not score. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still 61 Yankees 2, 61 Reds nothing. Whitey facing Wally Post, Gene Freeze, and Gordy Coleman here in the bottom of the second. Post, Freeze, and Coleman. Here we go against Ford. Reds have some work to do. The pitch, 424. Is hit to right for Wally Post. Let's see what kind of hit we got. We need our power chart. Random number. 142 is a 44. Now, Whitey Ford's adjustment is a -4, so it goes down to a 40. We look at Wally Post's power chart, and it's a base hit. So a leadoff single to right for Wally Post. Freeze comes to the plate, and the Yankee infield moves to double play depth. Whitey the stretch, and the delivery is a 235. This is grounded to Bobby Richardson. Richardson is a 2, I believe. He is a 2. Runner on first. Nope, I'm rolling 3 dice when I should roll 2, really. And Richardson is going to go to Kubek for 1 in the relay to Skowron is in time for a 4-6-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by the Yankees. And now Gordy Coleman comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. Whitey Ford kicks and deals, 452. Hit on the ground to Kubek at shorts. Kubek is up with it and throws to Skowron for out number 3. So after a fashion, sort of a 1-2-3 inning for Ford. The Reds get a hit but don't leave anybody. After 2, Yankees 2, Reds nothing. Jim O'Toole's got to hold them where they are, and that's going to be tricky this inning because the meat of the Yankee order is coming up. Maris, Mantle, and Elston Howard. O'Toole winds and deals. That's a 634. And that's going to be trouble. Maris, power chart check. A 513 is a 94 for Maris. -6 knocks him back to an 88. Maris to right and deep. Back goes Frank Robinson, and Roger Maris has joined the bomb squad. 3-0 Yankees on a solo blast by Maris, and here comes Mantle. O'Toole winds and deals, 234 to Mantle. And it's to center and deep. Back goes Pinson, and Mickey has left the building for the second time in the game. 4-0 Yankees, and the power, the hairy-chested sluggers of the Yankees are doing their thing. All right, so the Reds' bullpen is going to get busy in a hurry. Ken Hunt, a right-hander, is throwing. for manager Fred Hutchinson. Nobody out in the third. The pitch from O'Toole to Howard. A 354. Hit in the air to center field. This is Pinson. And he's got it for out number 1. 3 home runs in 2+ innings for Jim O'Toole to allow is a bunch. Here's Yogi, lefty-lefty matchup, 336 to right. It's on a line. Frank Robinson on the run into right center, and he's going to make the catch for out number 2. Now Moose Skowron, 1 for 1. O'Toole kicks and deals. That's a 231. And Skowron down the left field line. Retreating to the track is Post. Fair or foul, and it's gone. A 5-0 lead for the 61 Yankees as the power just keeps coming on Jim O'Toole. O'Toole kicks and deals to Clete Boyer. And hey, struck him out to get out of the mess. But the Yankees with 3 solo bombs add to their lead. And after 2.5, it's Yankees 5, Reds nothing. Whitey looking for one of those shutdown innings after a big score by his team. Johnson at the plate. Ford to Johnson. The pitch, 456. Bobby Richardson to his left, gloves it, plants, and throws to Skowron for out number 1. Gonna stick with O'Toole here. The pitch from Ford to O'Toole is a 346. Ground ball, Clete Boyer by the bag, gloves it, and throws to Skowron for out number 2. Here's Chacon with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Whitey kicks and deals. 626 is gonna be trouble. Tapper out in front of home plate. And this is Elston Howard. He is a 2. And it's popped up. Not a tapper in front of home plate, my bad. Foul territory. Elston throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 3. So Whitey gets his first 1-2-3 inning after the Yankees score 3. We go to the 4th, and it's 5-0, 61 Yankees. O'Toole now needs to really have a good inning. Ford will lead off, then Richardson and Kubek at the top of the order. O'Toole winds and deals to the chairman of the board. Ground ball, Elio Chacon. I think it's a ground ball. It's a line out. My bad. Ford lines out to Chacon at second base. There's 1 down in the 4th. Here's Richardson. Bobby has walked twice and scored a run. The pitch is a strike 3 called. He got him. Oh, wait a minute. This is a... This is a strike. Strike one. The next delivery. This is strike three. He swung through a curveball. Got him on a bender. Second strikeout for O'Toole. And now it'll be Kubek with 2 outs. And nobody aboard. O'Toole winds and deals. 3:32. And Frank Robinson. Toward the line, on the run. Frank Robinson dives and makes the catch on Kubek's drive to right. That will retire the Yankees. O'Toole's first 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Yankees 5, Reds nothing. Fred Hutchinson, knowing the importance of this game, exhorting his team to get on the board. Casco, Pinson, and Robinson coming, the 2-3-4 hitters in inning number 4. Casco's 0 for 1. Ford kicks and deals. That is a ground, a chance for Kubek. Tony gloves it, cuts it off from going up the middle, plants and throws to Skowron for out number 1. Now it's Veda Pinson. Veda doubled in the first. Ford winds and delivers. And a base hit to left. Pinson takes him the other way. Yogi collects it and throws it back in. 1 on, 1 out for the Reds in the bottom of the fourth. Robinson comes to the plate. Ford the stretch, the delivery. A chance for Boyer at third. He is a 2. Boyer gloves it and goes to Richardson for 1. The relay to Skowron is in time for another rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by the Yankees. We go to the 5th. Your score, Yankees 5, Reds nothing. Maris, Mantle, and Howard. The last time this trio was up, they hit a couple bombs in the third. Oh, Jim O'Toole winds and deals. That's a 6:46. Gonna be a power chart check. Get our random number. 543 is a 52. We subtract 6, we go down to 46. And it's a base hit for Maris. Leadoff single. Ken Hunt is ready. This may be O'Toole's last batter. Double play depth for the infield. The pitch to Mickey Mantle. Ground ball, Chacon. Chacon's a 2. This is popped up. On the infield dirt, Chacon is calling and taking for out number 1. Maris stays at first, and now Howard. O'Toole the stretch, the pitch to Elston. Elston's 1 for 2. And hey, struck him out number 3. Pork and beans. Gas. And Berra, Yogi has flown out to Robinson twice. He's 0 for 2. Maris still at first. The pitch from O'Toole. Gonna be a power chart check. A base hit for Yogi of some kind. 646, 37. Minus 6 is a 31. That's gonna be a base hit. And it's going to go to the home field chooses the field when the field is not identified. So it's going to go to center where Pinson is a -2. That's going to force Maris to put on the brakes at second. There's 2 on with 2 outs for Bill Skowron, who's got a couple hits in the game already. Trying to get him through the inning. Hunt is ready, but the pitch from O'Toole to Skowron. A chance for a rare play. And we don't have one. The next delivery to Moose. Hey, struck him out on a bender, and that gets O'Toole out of a very messy 5th inning. We're halfway through this one. O'Toole has righted the ship, but is it too late? Yankees, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Yankees 5, Reds nothing. Ford will face Post, Freeze, and Coleman in inning number 5 as the Reds struggle to get back in it. Whitey kicks and deals. And that's going to be nothing. A wild pitch. He bounces that breaking ball past Elstenauer, but nobody's aboard. Next delivery. He bounces another one. Whitey's humping up on these breaking balls. And he strikes out Post on a changeup. 3rd strikeout for Whitey. 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th. The Reds are shaking their heads. Freeze at the plate. 0 for 1. The pitch from Whitey. Hey, struck him out. Pork and beans. Gas. 2 down in the 5th. Gordy Coleman up. Whitey kicks and deals. And he strikes out the side. Broccoli cauliflower medley with a little nacho cheese. Gas. Retires the side in the 5th. We go to inning number 6. The Yankees are looking good to get their 3rd win of the series. They lead 5-0. O'Toole is due up second in the bottom of the 6th, so this is going to be it for him. Boyer, 0 for 2, the pitch from Jim O'Toole. Boyer swings, and it's going to be a hit. Power chart is a 612, 83 minus O'Toole's 6 goes down to a 77. And that's inside the 3rd base line past a diving Freeze. Around first goes Boyer. He's going to cruise into second base with a leadoff double for the Yankees. All right, so Whitey's going to try and bunt Boyer to 3rd. O'Toole's delivery. Whitey squares to bunt. It's going to be bunted at Gordy Coleman. And it's a 1. He missed it. Strike 1. Next delivery from O'Toole. Whitey squares to bunt again. And this is going to be bunted to Freeze. It's a 6. Bunted to Freeze. Freeze's defense is a 2. And Freeze fumbles it. Everybody's going to be safe. Boyer advances to 3rd. Ford is safe at 1st. And here comes Richardson. And that's going to force Fred Hutchinson to make a change he doesn't really want to make. Yankees at the corners, nobody out in the 6th. And here comes Fred. And he's bringing the hook with him. So we're going to see a double switch. It's going to be Ken Hunt taking over to face Richardson in the top of inning number 6. Hunt, 9 and 10. He started 22 times. He's basically their fourth starter, but they're only using 3 in the series, so he's in relief now. Bad power adjustment, ERA of 3.96. Not a hard thrower. Infield is going to move in for the Reds. Hunt was 9 and 10. And Bill Henry and Jim Brosnan take over in the Reds bullpen, the short men. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way Fred Hutchinson enjoys it whenever he's in Ohio generally, but Cincinnati in particular. And Fred Hutchinson now leaves Ken Hunt to try to get Bobby Richardson. The infield is in, the outfield at normal depth. Hunt the stretch, the pitch to Bobby. 4.22. And Hunt throws one past Darrell Johnson. It's a wild pitch. Home comes Boyer. To second goes Ford. It's 6-0 Yankees. The next delivery to Bobby. Is a base hit to center field. Remember, they get to choose where it goes. If it doesn't say, the home team chooses. And Pinson's got a -2 arm, so Ford is going to stop at third, and the Yankees have runners at the corners again. Kubek up. Infield in, the pitch from Hunt. Center field, this is Pinson. Oop, that's the ground ball chart. Don't need that. First and third, so our column is here. Pinson makes the catch. Ford is going to hold. And there's one down. Now it's Maris. And I didn't tell you who the new left fielder is. But I'm going to do that right now. The new left fielder will be Gus Bell, and he's batting 9th. Alrighty. So, Ford is at third, Richardson is at first, and Kubek is retired, so now it's Maris. And I think they got to go to Henry, and they're going to. So here comes Fred Hutchinson one more time, and Bill Henry's going to get the call for the lefty-lefty matchup against Roger Maris. Bill Henry is a pretty tough customer in the 60s. 2-1, 16 saves. He was in 47 games. He pitched 53 innings, and he had a .219 earned run average. So, the infield remains in. They got to cut these runs off. 6-0 Yankees. We're in the top of the 6th. There's only one out. The pitch from Henry. 5.63, and this is trouble. Henry is a -12 on the power adjustment because it's not a save situation. 263 is a 93. -12 knocks him back to an 81. But Maris goes all the way down to a 68. This is to right and deep. Back goes Robinson, and Roger Maris has his second of the game, a 3-run bomb. A 4-run 6th inning for the Yankees. It is 9-0 now. The lefty-lefty matchup did not work for Fred Hutchinson, and as Ed Olson, my old Phi Ed teacher, would say, the romp is on. Mantle looking for his 3rd bomb of the day. The pitch, 6-24. This is a chance for Freeze. Mr. Freeze gloves it to his left and throws to Gordy Coleman for out number 2. And now Elston Howard. 1 for 3 for Elston. The pitch, 5:53. And more power trouble for the Reds. 566. A 13 minus 12 knocks him back to a 1. It's a base hit for Howard, his 2nd of the day. Now it's Yogi with another lefty-lefty matchup. Henry the stretch, the pitch to Yogi. He hits it to left field. The left fielder is the recently inserted Gus Bell. And he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Yankees get 4 runs in the 6th on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-0 Yankees. And they've got the best pitcher in the American League in 1961 on the mound, Whitey Ford. Darrell Johnson, Gus Bell, and Elio Chacon coming up, 8-9-1 in the Reds' 6th inning. Ford kicks and deals. Base hit for Johnson. He pulls it to left. Leadoff single. Now it's Gus Bell. Yankee infield playing for 2. The pitch. And they might get it. Popped up. Bobby Richardson on the infield dirt, calling and taking for out number 1. Elio Chacon, 1 out, 1 on. Ford, the delivery. Mantle, got to check his number. He is a 2. Makes the catch for out number 2. And Eddie Casco, who's got an 0 for 2 day going. Ford the stretch, the pitch to Casco. Another chance for Mantle. He's got room, and he puts it away for out number 3. So the Reds get a hit, but they strand him. We go to the 7th. Yankees 9, Reds nothing. This is game 4 of the 1961 World Series. All right, so now it's Henry to Skowron. Is a 623. This is hit to Chacon. And Elio makes the play to Gordy Coleman for out number 1. The Yankees have had leadoff batters aboard in every inning but the 4th and the 6th. That accounts for the scoring. Clete Boyer up, 1 out. Whitey Ford on deck. The pitch to Clete. He walked him. 1 out, 1 on for the Yankees. Here's Whitey. Henry the stretch. The pitch to him. Base hit for Ford, center field. Stopping at second is Boyer. 2 on now with 1 out. Richardson with Kubek. on deck. The pitch from Henry. Chance for Veda Pinson. There are runners at first and second. Oh, it helps if I use the correct chart. Runner may attempt to tag up. Batter flies out. Runner on second base holds. The ball is hit to Pinson, so Ford can tag in advance, but seems kind of silly, leading by 9. And now Bill Henry will face Tony Kubek, who has an 0 for 4 collar going. The pitch. Left field. Gus Bell. With room. Will make the catch for out number 3, and that's going to retire the Yankees in the 7th. They get a hit, they get a walk, but they strand them both. Time to stretch them out at Crosley Field. With your score, Yankees 9, Reds nothing. Ford throwing a shutout. He's got a 4-hitter working. Veda Pinson, Frank Robinson, and a pinch hitter for Bill Henry coming up in the Reds 7th. The pitch. Combacker, gloved by Whitey. He flips to Skowron for out number 1. Frank Robinson. Ford kicks and deals. That's ball 4. Frank takes first, 1 out, 1 on for the Reds, and we're going to get a pinch hitter for Bill Henry. Bill Henry went 1 2/3 innings. Allowed 3 hits. He walked 1. He didn't strike out anybody. He allowed 1 run. It was the 3-run bomb to Maris that pretty much would force Skip Carey to recommend that you walk the dog. Dick Gernert is going to be the pinch hitter, right-handed pinch hitter for Bill Henry. Jim Brosnan is going to get some work in. He will be the next Reds pitcher. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch to Gernert from Ford is ball 4. So Whitey's got 2 consecutive walks here. Gene Freese comes up. Yankee infield playing for 2. First 2 walks for Whitey in the game right here. Ford the stretch, the pitch to Freese. And there is a base hit. Now the home team selects the field it goes to if it doesn't say. So we got to look for the worst arm out there, and that is either Maris or Mantle. They are both 0s. But they're down by 9, so you can't really push it. Robinson will stop at third. Bases are now dripping with Reds. There's 1 out, and Gordy Coleman comes to the plate. Yankee infield will stay back. Ford the stretch and the delivery to the 0 for 2 Gordy Coleman. And we're going to have an error check. All right. So first we see where it's going. It's hit to Tony Kubek. Kubek is a 2, so 2 to 9, it's going to be an error. He boots it. So we have an E6 on Kubek. Scoring is Robinson. It's 9-1. The bases remain loaded. Gernert to third. Freeze to second. And Gordy Coleman safe at first. Here's Darryl Johnson. All right. Ralph Houck watching attentively. Yankee infield playing for two. The pitch to Johnson. There's going to be a chance for Mickey Mantle with the bases loaded. Roll to 7. Mantle comes in to make the catch. It's not a deep fly out, so the runners have to hold. And there are 2 gone now. Here comes Gus Bell for the first at bat for him in the ballgame. Whitey the stretch. Bases still loaded. 9-1 Yankees. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch to Gus Bell. Chance for Boyer. Line drive knocked down by Boyer. He picks it up. He fires to Skowron. And that will retire the Reds, so they leave them loaded. But the inning was really of Whitey's making with a couple of walks. We also had an error by Kubek. The run is unearned, but the Reds will take it. The score after 7 will be Yankees 9, Reds 1. New pitcher is Jim Brosnan. And he will bat in the 5 spot. Brosnan, the co-closer with Bill Henry in 1961 for the Reds. He was 10-4 with 16 saves and a 3.04 earned run average. He's going to have an adjustment of -6. Not a save situation. Maris is 3 for 4. Then Mantle, then Howard coming up. The pitch from Brosnan. And it's ball 4. He walks Maris. Mantle up now. Yankees lead by 8. We're in the top of the 8th. Yankees lead the series 2-1. The pitch from Brosnan to Mantle. Mickey hits it to left. This is Gus Bell. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Elston Howard now. Rosnan a righty. The pitch to Howard. 2 for 4 for Elston today. And we're going to have a power chart check. It's going to be another hit for Elston Howard. Brosnan a -6. The random number will be a 28. So -6 makes him a 22. That's going to be a single for Howard. To center field, Maris stops at second. 2 on, 1 out for Yogi Berra. 1 for 4 today for Yogi. Reds infield playing for 2. The pitch from Brosnan is a chance for a rare play. And we don't get one. The next delivery from Brosnan. Base hit for Yogi. Maris will hold. They're not going to take extra bases up by 8 runs because Jim Brosnan knows how to come in high and tight on Bill Skowron. Bases dripping with Yankees, 1 out. Reds infield playing for 2. The pitch to Skowron is grounded to Eddie Casco, future Red Sox manager. Bases are full. Casco is a 2. Casco gloves it and fires to Gordy Coleman. His only play is at first base, and that's going to retire Skowron. Maris scores. It's 10-1. The other runners advance. Howard to third and Yogi to second. There's 2 outs now for Clete Boyer. Whitey Ford would be next. The pitch. Clete, a chance for Gus Bell, and he makes it for out number 3. So the Yankees add to their lead. They get the run back right away and a couple of hits. They leave 2. Going to the bottom of the 8th, 61 Yankees, 10, 61 Reds, 1. Whitey Ford will face the top of the Reds order in inning number 8. Chacon, Casco, and Pinson. Pitch from Whitey is a 5.53. And that's going to be Mickey Mantle country. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Eddie Casco now. 0 for 3 for Eddie today. 343 is grounded to, or a chance for Bobby Richardson. To his left, he gloves it, plants and throws to Skowron for out number 2. And Veda Pinson on a 2 for 3 day. And a base hit for Pinson, his 3rd of the day. Goes to right field. Maris collects it and throws it back in. Frank Robinson up. 0 for 2 for Frank. Ford the stretch and the delivery. And another chance for Mickey. Coming in a few steps, he's going to make the catch, and that will retire the Reds in the 8th. We go to the 9th with your score. Yankees 10, Reds 1. Brosnan out for his 2nd inning of work. He's going to face Whitey Ford, Bobby Richardson, Tony Kubek in the Yankee 9th. Yeah. Okay, so Brosnan kicks and deals to Whitey. Whitey hits it to Chacon. Elio makes the play to Gordy Coleman for out number 1. Bobby Richardson is 1 for 3. He has scored twice. The pitch from Brosnan is a chance for Gene Freeze. He gloves it to his left. He plants and throws to Gordy Coleman for out number 2. And now Kubek. 0 for 5 for Tony today. The pitch. And Tony Kubek lines this one to the gap in right center field. Around first goes Kubek, cruising into second base, and that'll bring up Maris. Kubek with a 2-out double. He's now 1 for 6. Brosnan facing Maris, who's looking for his 3rd bomb of the day. The pitch to Raj. And he got it to right and deep. Back goes Frank Robinson. No bringing it back. Gone for Maris. 12-1 Yankees. 3rd home run of the day for Maris. He now has 6 RBIs, 4 hits. And if you think he's a one-man wrecking crew, he's not, because Mantle's looking for his 3rd bomb as well. And that's a walk to Mickey Mantle. And I believe that's going to be it for Jim Brosnan. Yep, he's got to be pulled. So Going to be a new Reds pitcher. Sherman Jones is going to get the call. Jones is going to bat in the 5 spot, right where Brosnan was, which means he will be due to lead off the bottom of the 9th, but there will be a pinch hitter. Howard is up now. 2 outs. Jones, a right-hander, was 1-1 with 3 saves of .442 earned run average. The pitch. 453 is to left field. Another chance for Gus Bell, and he makes it for out number 3. The Yankees get 2 more and a 3-run home run day for Maris. Mantle with 2 more bombs. Skowron added 1. 6 home runs on the day for the Yankees. And a 12-2 lead for the Bronx Bombers as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Whitey Ford looking to finish the deal here. Going to be a pinch hitter for Sherman Jones, and then Gene Freese and Gordy Coleman will take their whacks at Whitey Ford. Don Blossengame is going to bat for Sherman Jones. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch from Ford. Base hit for Blossengame to left field. Leadoff single. Gene Freese comes up. Ford the stretch. The pitch to Freese. Chance for Mantle. He makes it for out number 1. In the bottom of the 9th, Gordy Coleman comes up. Darryl Johnson is on deck. The pitch from Ford is ball 4. 2 on now for Johnson. Gus Bell on deck. Yankee infield looking for a twin killing. The pitch from Ford. Got a re-roll. And look at this. Darryl Johnson launches one into right center field. Maris has to go run it down. Scoring is Blossengame. It's 12-2. Stopping at third is Gordy Coleman. Darryl Johnson with his second hit of the day. Gus Bell comes to the plate. Yankee bullpen going in case Whitey completely runs out of gas here. And it's... well, who is it? It is... Bullet Bob Turley. Just in case he's needed, getting some work in. The pitch from Ford to Gus Bell. Bell hits it to right. This is for Maris. Second and third. So our column is there. Maris makes the catch. He has a 0 arm, so the runners are going to hold. And that makes Elio Chacon the last chance saloon. Coleman at third, Johnson at second. The pitch from Whitey Ford. Right field, Roger Maris one more time. He will make the catch, and the Yankees win Game 4 in the 9th. The Reds get a run on a couple of hits, but it's not nearly enough. The Yankees take this one 12-2. Let's give you the line score. or the totals, the totals for the Yankees: 12 runs, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 hits, and they committed 1 error. The Reds, 2 runs on 2, 4, 6, 8 hits, and they committed 1 error themselves. Winning pitcher is Whitey Ford. Whitey now is 1-1 in the series. Jim O'Toole takes the loss, and he is now 1-1 in the series. But more importantly, the Yankees now lead the series 3-1. In real life, the Yankees took this game 7-0. Couple things before I leave you. This is called Here's the Pitch Baseball. If you would like an updated flyer on Here's the Pitch, send me an email at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com, and I will get that out to you right away. I can also send you a flyer on Slam Dunk Basketball made by Dominic, who also created Here's the Pitch. Be happy to send that to you as well. In 2 weeks, we'll do Game 5 of the series with the Yankees leading 3-1, just as they were in real life, or as the kids like to say, IRL. And the Yankees closed out the series in 5 games in 1961. We'll see if they do that in our replay as well. All right, thank you for being with me. Don't forget to check out channel membership. Follow the link in the description for this video and get all the information. Thank you for being with me. Have a wonderful day, everybody. This is Here's the Pitch Baseball. So long, everybody.